Welcome back, Attack. I'm Skylant, and today we're playing Storm Riders. This is going to be a browser-based MMORPG. This is my 101xp.com, or at least published there, and you can just log in with your Facebook. Easy does it, right? That's how they get you with their that's how it's free to play, your information, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, select the name. It's going to be Skylant. It looks like we choose from a couple of different characters. We have Cloud, seemingly calm, but have a storm inside. We've got Dream, daughter of the Saber Emperor, a woman of strong beliefs. We have Wind, sacrificed his own soul, but retained a good heart. That's nice. And then we have Ash, ready to follow the Cloud to the end of the world. Cloud, Dream, Wind, Ash. Really interesting names here. Anyways, just wanted to show that it's in the browser. We're going to full screen it right here. Allow, please, allow, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go full screen. Here we go. There's the audio. Okay. And I kind of like the comic book slides right there. That was nice, actually. Okay, so yeah. Game's just going to play itself. Maybe a little bit. Hit continue. Receive. Now, this is going to be an idle game, it seems. I don't know when these are going to be idle or not. We just try to showcase new games coming out now. Idle games. This is a big bias that I have. I tend to not like idle games, but I know that there are some actual good idle games out there. This one seemingly has really good art. Many do actually have really good 2D art. But now, because it fronts itself as an action RPG, you know, with action, you think you control that action. In idle games, you don't. So it feels kind of distasteful to people like me. And me personally, I really don't like it. But once you understand what the mechanics are to an idle game, you know, the lack thereof entirely, you can start to try to play the game and actually enjoy it, maybe, whenever you focus on what makes the game actually maybe potentially good, or, well, I don't know. An actual game, I guess you could say. Because normally in autoplay games, it's like you don't actually play it, so how do you game it? In these kind of games, you tend to have a lot of customization. So when we actually get into the part where we can customize our character, that's when the game actually starts. No, you don't ever control your character really, but you outfit them with different armors, and sometimes they're like very good popular idle games. You customize a kingdom, or you customize an army, or a party, or a deck. So you have a lot of, you know, customization. So far in these idle games that I've played in the browser, at least, these idle action RPGs, there's not actually been too much true customization, so I've really kind of shit on them. But I want to say right now that I do believe that there is room for actually a good idle MMORPG. I think it's possible. Black Desert actually does a really fantastic job of giving us some idle components that make it sort of like quality of life, makes it really easy to do certain things, while still not overriding the overall gameplay. However, to focus on idle gameplay, okay, we got a spirit weapon, I think. We could activate it. I don't know what that was. UI isn't great. It's a lot of basic stuff. I mean, we normally see this usual UI in pretty much all these other games. So we just hit continue, right? We got to go to the Glorious Watchman, or we got to kill 3 of these guys. Okay, so no, it looks like we're gonna have to actually. Or maybe I clicked on something so that I can't. I don't know what's going on. My health is dropping, though, pretty easily. There we go. There's the auto path. I don't know. It seems to be stuck right there. The auto path is kind of stuck. So maybe this isn't a completely idle game, though obviously mostly idle. I'm just spamming the abilities. All right, continue. Go to Kong. Auto path me to Kong. Anyways, so there's actually an MMO RTS that's coming out where you actually program, like you basically create bots, and you play like an RTS, like you build kingdoms and castles, and you generate units, and you program those units to do certain things. That's very interesting as an idle type of game. I'm sure that they're, like, I literally like Clash of Clans, though I don't know if that's really considered idle or not. I mean, not really. It's a little bit different. But there are some idle games that it actually makes sense. In this, though, it's kind of hard to tell or gauge these kind of games because a lot of the customization comes much later on. And by that point, you're already invested, so you're already going to spend money, you know, for the pay to win. Stuff like that. So it's just really hard to do first impressions on these games. So basically, I use this as a format to just kind of rant about the genres, and just kind of show off the visuals, because the visuals is probably one of the selling points of these kind of games for people who like these kind of games. So that's what I can do. I can show you the visuals, I can show you the UI, the UX, how you actually participate with the game world, how you log in. You log in with Facebook, easy does it. Most of these, you log in with Facebook. So even if you don't spend any money, they still make it worth it, right? They still make it worthwhile by getting your Facebook information, your privacy. Press space to jump high. Right, okay. I can now jump with space. Woo. Okay, we gotta kill glorious killers. What's a glorious killer? What does that even mean? I don't think that's properly translated. So let's see, do we auto-kill these things if I just hit continue, or okay, no, I must actually press the buttons. But don't worry, guys. It's gonna auto-aim, and it's essentially an idle game. It's definitely not an action RPG in any true sense. Yeah, I think if you're gonna do an idle game, you need to instantaneously show that it's not an action game and show that there's customization in the very beginning. You know, actually give us a wider variety of classes, of class customization, stuff like that. We gotta kill glorious elites now, so we go over here, do that. But yeah, generally in these kind of games, because I am incredibly biased against this genre, I just don't feel very well playing these games, and I don't know if you guys do either, but we're gonna show it off here. I'll be honest, I don't really know how to play these kind of games. It's just a whole lot of grinding and self-grinding, and I don't know. I just don't know. So we're not gonna go too long with the video here. We're gonna give it 5 minutes of fame. I think we're pretty good to go. I didn't get to see any customization. I will click around the menus though. I mean, obviously we're still in the tutorial stage, but all we're getting is basically like, here's the daily frickin' gacha systems. Here's the randomization. Here's how you can spend money. Here's the shop. You know, here's the loot system. Character. We don't have any way to upgrade these yet. There is customization. See, right here, you do have a lot of customization. Well, not a lot. In an idle game, I expect to have more than the default action RPG system, so yeah, overall, I think we're done here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Skylant with Attack Gaming. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. Okay, probably not more of this kind of content, but more of just good content, man. You know, we try to play good games. We try to give every game a fair shake, right? But, you know, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's fun. But either way, hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back, Attack, and today we're going to be talking about 2016's best MMORPGs. These are going to be the new MMO games that we get to experience, at least in the West. Yeah, some of these games are going to be localized titles, but for the most part, these are going to be entirely new MMOs, so get hyped for that. And these are going to be the games that we are almost certain will actually launch in 2016. But with that in mind, let's go ahead, jump right into it, starting at number 10.